I never actually read it. I really just carried it for the clout.
What if
I was that
what if
insecure
a
as a
girl you
kid.
like came up and was like, "Oh, that's one of my favorite books." Like, what would you say?
Have you ever had any
that's when
situations
you
like that?
distance yourself, because if she's reading that book, she's not for you.
No, I would fake it till I make it, dude.
She
if
is
I really,
for the library.
Just read the back of the book.
not for the
I
streets, just for the
see.
library. No,
I like that part.
but,
Good shit, good shit.
But yeah, the other books I do is with just a bunch of like old classics that I mean nobody like in our generation has ever read, so it didn't really matter. They just saw the thickness of it and they were like, "Whoa!"
Well,
Not the only time that I'm so sad. Never mind.
man, it's a rough day, man.
It has been a rough day.
My back hurts, man. Not from
Yeah,
carrying this
the weather's
podcast because Jack.
horrible. It's a new year, but like no one cares. It's weird.
It was one of the most
It's a weird day.
uneventful ones. We couldn't get the ball drop to show up on the TV that I was hanging with some friends, and I couldn't get the ball drop to show up on the TV. So we just used like the clock app on my phone. Like you can see the second marker going around on it, and we just sat around and looked at it, and then we all like cheered when it hit 12 o'clock, and we were like, "Cool, I guess it's a new year."
I missed the countdown, so like,
Yay.
It's just
You and me both.
yeah, it was just very uneventful, and it definitely doesn't feel like a new year. But oh well, I'm sure it will eventually.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like hopefully by the summertime it should.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I think like it's not like the new year was gonna magically change anything, but I think there are things coming that will change like this era of our lives, and that'll be hopefully around the summertime.
I mean, bro,
Yeah.
I never like, I don't know, man. Some people just blow it so out of proportion, man. I feel like this year was a lot better though. I don't know if it's because everybody's like grown up that we grew up with, and they don't like do the new year, new me. Who's coming to 2021 with me? I'm leaving some of y'all behind. Like, I saw a lot less of that shit this year, and I'm so glad that people are moving on. and,
honestly,
like,
because who
growing
honestly
up.
cares? I could care less if you stop talking to me.
Bro, I
bitch.
promise you,
Like,
bro. I promise you, if it wasn't because of Snapchat, we wouldn't even be like in contact in any way, shape, or form. Like,
Speak to him.
That's fair. That's fair. A lot of the people,
like a lot of people, I would not take time out of my day to say hi to.
unless you had social media.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about I think people have gotten away from all like the really like presenting how much you're growing into the new year, but then also like all the posts about sort of like self-growth and development where it says like, you know, this year really showed you like who's fake and who's not, or like
Shut up, man. Every
Dude,
year
I've seen
does that.
so
What?
many of tweets.
That's
like,
life.
tweets
That's
and
life.
Instagram
Bro,
posts.
we're
gonna go through that on a
a
daily
million of
basis.
those.
You know, like, you know, friendships are made. Friendships are like,
lost.
yeah. Like, it's the cycle of life. You like, people come in, people leave. You know, you can't.
And I think
keep
there was
everybody.
there was an especial emphasis on it this year with like saying like what kind of people like really cared about you based on like their actions during the pandemic, like being disconnected, like if they
Yeah.
like really like reached out to you and stuff like that. And it's just like it's just holding people to a really high standard. It's kind of what I like to call like the main character effect, where like people think that like they're the main
Everything
character of life or
revolves around them.
something, or like they're like, at least like more important than the person next to
Yeah,
them.
like they think they're in their own little movie and they need to
There
like
you go.
make plot points.
Yeah,
Which,
well,
like,
they're both the protagonist and the writer, where they can like cut people out based on
Exactly.
how
Dude,
they act. It's like
most of those people are the loud girls on Snapchat, man. It's the loud ones, man.
But
I
people
wasn't
what
gonna
you
say it. I
said, the
wasn't gonna
loud
say
ones
it.
on Snapchat. But I mean, shit, it's life. I wanted to say one of the best things my uncle could have told me is you learn from your options. So like he also told me like men and emotions don't go together. But like what I'm saying is like that's life. You're gonna go through this every day. Like people gonna come in and out of your life. No, nobody really cares that you're posting it on social media. And I've always been taught like, you know, you go through the motions, but that doesn't mean you blast it on social media. Like not everybody needs to know what it
some
is
of the
that
things
you're
I see on
going
social
through.
media are like fucking like like who cares? And then it's like, and then sometimes people will realize how little people care about the things they post, and then they'll post about being angry about how little people care about what they post.
See,
And it's like a vortex.
Yeah.
I've learned to like master the art of social media.
Mhm.
4 different private stories.
Definitely.
Like,
And you have a different
private-
group in
private
each.
account.
You have a different group
Like-
in each story.
Like, I know what audience I'm trying to like
Reach.
show something
There
to.
you go.
Like if it's a
Right.
funny video, like with like friends from my hometown, I'm gonna like post it to like the story that has more of like my friends. If it's a general ass post, I'll post on my main story. You know, it's just like
But I think that's something that we, not necessarily us in this room and not you, Jack, but I think that's something that people need to learn to get in the habit of. You got to learn how to categorize certain people. Like sometimes you get yourself into certain situations with people that you know good and well you wouldn't have got into if you just sat back. Like I've always been taught, if you keep quiet and you listen, you'll really hear what somebody's true intentions are. Like straight off the back once they open their mouth. Like you just got to shut up sometimes, sit back, relax, listen, and then you learn how to categorize folks. But everybody,
and I feel
everybody
like-
wants
I feel
everybody to be
like
their friend. You're my friend,
Instagram,
person.
Instagram especially right now. If like if someone posts like if whatever on Instagram and they have this cringy ass caption and it's just like super, you know, it's their Instagram right now. If someone doesn't know you, it's a resume for people. It's a resume for people you meet. Honestly, that's all Instagram is.
That's
Because
true.
like
That's
you
very
post
true.
a caption of something you would never say in real life. Like I don't even know. I'm thinking of someone, but I'm not gonna say. But you post like this cringy caption that you would never say those words ever, but it's a resume to make yourself look good. That's all it is, in my opinion.
Jack,
If
can you do
don't
me a
already know
favor
that
and send me
person.
that post?
I bet mine's fucking
I
garbage.
will after this.
I bet
sure.
my resume is fucking garbage.
For what?
On Instagram especially. I hardly ever post on Instagram.
I mean, I don't either. My resume is beautiful.
See, that's the thing.
I don't have no
I
pictures
realize
up
that,
on
and I
that
try
boy
and keep my
neither.
Instagram kind of clean. Like I post as frequently as possible without being too frequent, and kind of make everything go together as much as I can. So if I meet someone, they'll be like, "Oh, this guy looks legit," you know,
you,
not.
you know
weird.
why? Because Jack's white.
I knew that was coming. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Jack, I just can't take a jab at you without you getting mad, and that makes me sad.